It's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No. At a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going for a big play right off the bat. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fights off the defender.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Oh, he found a space on the right. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Moore will throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Flushed out of the pocket. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, set the tone, making a statement. 4th and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. He breaks the tackle.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bernard. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands, and I think it
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Unloads to the right. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. He's loose. The 30. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Offense changing the play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Quickly complete. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the back. This time it's complete. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. No reason to think so far we won't see plenty more offense on display, or will the defense find an answer as we start the second quarter? Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got an open man. Powers through. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown tie. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Moore to the air. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Pressure coming. On the run, still looking. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take another shot here. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Behind the chains now on second and long. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Another incompletion on third down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Moore will throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Williams. rolls onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Powers through the defender. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To throw, it's Simpson. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Sends it back in motion. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The Ducks want to move quickly. Keep it on the ground. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Showing off the arm.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it behind the line. It's Benson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Moore to the air. He lets it fly. He's got it down the right side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, first and 10 from the 33. Quarterback moving. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
And back to the air on second down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've got a timeout adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Simpson. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his man. It's Williams. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Ducks racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Crosses the 35.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they get him down. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And that one will give them the lead. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Under fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Hard running there. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Turning it on! And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Quickly complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Spits it out to the back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Scrambling away. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he
fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Gets it past the marker.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line paved the way for a big first down.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. He's in open space downfield. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the first down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
We knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I absolutely love when defensive backs do exactly what he did. Don't try to make the big play. A lot of times you see them go up together and the receiver come down.
Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Might as well give it to him again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Just picked up 3 yards, but he did get out of bounds to try to save every precious second.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save ahead and just get out of bounds.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Moore will throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So an 82-yard drive there, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.